EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Saunders. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are in great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. It's a nice run there. I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built to run. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Second down and 8. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Saunders. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Saunders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Saunders. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw. Saunders swinging this out for Pollard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can do one of 2 things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Saunders got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Brian, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught, but the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
Frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 63 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On second down, it's Barnett. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Hargrove, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark, and the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Saunders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Jeremy Chin there defensively. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Saunders. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Saunders. Going right back to Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Saunders eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Coffee. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
To throw on 3rd down, Saunders. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Barnett. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
This is not the end. Here we go.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now. It's Barnett, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
On first down, it's Barnett, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On third down, Barnett, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Saunders. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd and 6.
Now they'll change things up. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Saunders. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the gun on 3rd down. Saunders. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd and 5.
22 needle.
He completes this one to Mingo. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And some solid footwork there as he takes this down to about the 48. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
The moving parts of a play like this, you know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barnett, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Barnett shreds him with a stiff arm. 125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They will let him do his thing on the ground. And that's a great run there to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Barnett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Ready, break.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barnett, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Saunders. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
24-yard gain on the play.
On 1st down, Lance. That's dumped off to Pollard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Flushed out right. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
The Lance going to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 drives. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Lance going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On play action, Young. This one caught downfield by Higgins. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And they'll run again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Lance now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now this going to be a quarterback draw.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Lance looking to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And Young's throw there incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Here we go.
That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Okay, ready?
3rd and 12.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.